My people, I have missed you. Kenya was so good. Abariyaku, my Kenyan people. First of all, thank you so much to everyone that has ordered Uncle Dele Farotimi's book on Amazon. That book is deep, guys. It is deep. Nigeria and its criminal justice system. That's the title. I'm telling you, arresting Uncle Dele has been the biggest publicity for this book. Don't you agree? I mean, they should have just ignored the man, because now everybody is curious about what he wrote about Chief Afe Babalola and others that got him arrested. It's now a bestseller on Amazon. Hey! Bookstores in Nigeria are sold out. People are changing their profile pictures to the picture of the cover of the book. That's the best publicity. I'm telling you, sometimes God works in mysterious ways. Talk about using all things for your good. And if you're following the story, it's now also a federal case, because it's not just Afe Babalola that is suing Dele Farotimi. If you read this book, he mentioned a number of lawyers, law firms, judges accusing them of compromising justice. So some of those lawyers are also now suing him as well. So in a nutshell, they are trying to use him as a scapegoat to discourage anybody that may want to dig up dirt on the judiciary in Nigeria. So once again, guys, what we are condemning is how he's being treated. If he has said something that Afe Babalola disagrees with or sees as libel, the normal thing to do is to sue him. You don't just kidnap somebody, send the police to kidnap them, and then put them in prison. You've become the judge and jury, which is not right. He's been in prison since that time that he was arrested. That's not fair. Can you imagine doing that to a politician? Imagine a politician saying something, maybe a governor said something that you didn't like. Can a regular citizen send the police to go and kidnap them and put them in prison while denying them of bail? No, we don't do this to the big people. And so we shouldn't be doing this to regular people as well. That is not right. That is basically just showing us that you have influence over the security services and you are able to use them for your own benefit, something that regular people cannot do. As a matter of fact, the way he's been treated is only justifying the things he wrote in his book about our judiciary. The magistrate court in Ado-Ekiti denied him bail, and the case is now adjourned till the 20th of this month. He knew what these people could do before even writing about it. That's why he wrote in the book that if I must self-immolate for you to behold the extent of the wrath, so be it. But I urge you, my dear audience, not to allow my sacrifice to be in vain. Wow. But then he also said in the book that I'm not writing this for you. I'm writing this book to inform the coming generations that not all of us are complicit in the mess that has been made of our country, for which we are all paying a hefty price. He's saying that despite how bad our justice system has become in Nigeria, there are still lawyers and judges who have the fear of God, and they should not be silenced. They should be heard. I mean, who better to tell us about corruption in the judiciary than someone in the system? Now, as it is, so many things are coming out, you know, like how the man that arrested him, senior advocate of Nigeria, Stand Chief Afe Babalola, allegedly, because allegedly bribed the panel of 5 appellate judges with $225,000 each. And this was in the early 2000s, a total of $1.1 million for them to tilt justice in favor of Afe Babalola's client, a former governor of Adamawa, Boni Haruna, for them to restore him to office after an election petition tribunal fired him because of electoral malpractice. If you've read the book, write something in the comment section. But the biggest question is, did Peter Obi visit Chief Afe Babalola to beg him or to dialogue about Dele Farotimi? God, we've seen pictures on X, Peter Obi at Afe Babalola's office. Some people are saying that he went there to beg instead of condemning Afe Babalola and what he's doing. Others are saying, he only went there to talk with Afe Babalola, that he did not beg. In fact, some people are saying that Afe Babalola is also an obedient, just like Dele Farotimi is an obedient, and that Peter Obi was just trying to talk some sense into Afe Babalola. What do you guys think? Me, I don't know what to believe, because you know me, I don't want to get in trouble with obedience. I can even tell right now there will be some people that will write an epistle about how Peter Obi just went there as a matured person to try to dialogue with the man. Me, I don't know. All I know is make it make sense. Why? Why was he there? I'm not on anybody's side. Just let me know what you guys think about that visit. So real quick, guys, if you have not ordered your Christmas groceries for your loved ones in Nigeria, help me Waka gets really busy at this time of the year. Please put put in your order and forget about it. Christmas is literally next week, guys. If you want your loved ones to wake up and see groceries in front of their doorsteps for them to cook for Christmas and New Year, please put in an order now and let's help Waka do their magic. Meanwhile, the people of Ghana have re-elected their former president, John Mahama. I know, like what? And so many Ghanaians are excited about this.
Today, it's like we are getting our independence again.
He didn't do anything, so we are thanking God for winning this election.
This election was not NDC against NPP, it was Ghana against NPP.
Wow, congratulations to my Ghanaian people. We're happy that you're happy. Yes, some of us have questions. I know we do, but we're happy that you're happy. I also think that it's sort of interesting that Americans also re-elected their former president, Donald Trump. Well, some Americans, not all of us. Please, not all of us. And some Nigerians are also saying that PDP invited Goodluck Jonathan to run in 2027. You know, that they are moving on from Atiku. Although PDP has denied this story, they are saying they did not invite Goodluck Jonathan. But that just shows you that there are so many Nigerians that would want Goodluck Jonathan to be back in office. In fact, since Asuba right now, when you look at the price of things, the cost of living, that some people would even prefer Buhari to be back in office. Now, having said all that, John Mahama did a lot of good things in his first tenure, but there was a reason why he was president for only one term. In fact, he's the only Ghanaian president since independence that has ever been in office for only one term. It's because these same Ghanaians voted him out after accusing his administration of corruption. There were so many scandals that happened under his administration. There was the bus branding scandal, in which the government allegedly said they spent millions of cedis to brand the mass transit buses. There was the Mahama Ford gift scandal, in which someone gave a brand new Ford Expedition to the president, John Mahama, and the person was given 2 contracts worth 100 million cedis. There was also the Gueda scandal, which is massive corruption at the Ghana Youth Employment Entrepreneurship Development Agency. There was the SADA scandal, in which the Savannah Accelerated Development Authority embezzled millions of cedis that they were supposed to use to plant trees. They couldn't account for all the trees that they said they planted. And then they also claimed to spend 15 million cedis on guinea fowls, which they could not account for. There was the judicial corruption scandal at that time, exposing 34 judges caught on video extorting bribe. That went viral even in Nigeria. There was the Brazil 2014 fiasco, in which the government failed to pay $100,000 appearance fee for their players on time, and then the Ghanaian players got upset, threatened to boycott the World Cup in Brazil. So the government allegedly sent $4 million cash in a chartered flight to sort of quote and unquote bribe the players, and that became world news at the time. But you know, despite all the scandal, after kicking him out and electing Nana Akufo-Addo for 2 terms, when Ghanaians voted this month, they realized that things got worse under Nana Akufo-Addo. They went to the polls amid rising cost of living. The high cost of living is becoming unbearable. Housing has become so expensive now, especially in Accra, Ghana. They are also upset about the $3 billion from the IMF that the Nana Akufo-Addo administration got them into, that debt, you know. The inflation rate is so high, and there are several allegations of corruption in the Nana Akufo-Addo government. All of that making people upset, including the rampant illegal mining of gold, commonly referred to as Galamsey. Don't forget that Ghana is the largest producer of gold in Africa. So they're basically saying, you know what? We were better off under John Mahama. Let's bring him back. What do you guys think about this? I mean, if you're a Nigerian, for example, would you re-elect a former president? If you're a Kenyan, would you re-elect a former president? Personally, I've realized that presidents that don't do well, they make people miss the previous presidents who also maybe didn't do quite well, but people are like, well, we're better off at that time. Which makes me wonder, is there nobody else that could do the job? Why do we need to keep recycling the same people? Let me know what you guys think about this. Congratulations again to the newly elected president. Welcome back on our Plasma TV. You know, we'll continue to talk about whatever is happening in Ghana. And we appreciate the people for voting without violence and, peacefully. Now, before I leave, this announcement is for Africans who are living abroad who may want to do more than send money to their loved ones at home. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sending money. Lemfi will get it to them instantly in less than 5 minutes. Download Lemfi if you are yet to. And there's nothing wrong in sending food. Like I said, Help Me Waka is literally waiting for you to put in an order. But do you know that with the right training, some of your loved ones back home can actually get a remote job with an American company and be getting paid good money? Now, this also applies to Africans that just arrived in America and you're trying to get a job and so on. If you're interested in remote job, Agile Leadership Success Company gives people the training that they need for them to get hired by international companies. They offer a 6-week intensive training, live training. This is not pre-recorded video, so you can dialogue with them, you can ask questions. And this is to position people to apply for remote jobs. And not just that, by the end of the 6 weeks training, they give jobs to those who attend their training. Part-time jobs. They give part-time jobs to them. So while you're trying to get a full-time job, they offer some part-time jobs and they pay you. They are an American-based company. Usually it's Indians that take advantage of things like this. As someone that lives in America, I can boldly tell you that Indians are doing it big. But because one of the owners of this company is African, they decided to discount the price for Africans. And I know that you will say that it's still expensive, but that's why I said this is for those abroad if they want to invest in their relatives, becoming financially free so that they don't have to continue taking care of everybody back home. So the price is $800, but anyone that comes through me using the promo code Adiola gets a $300 discount. So it will be $500 for you if you're interested. You can check them out. You can read their reviews, go on their website. They are not guaranteeing a job. Please, let me say that again. They are not saying that if you take this training, you automatically get a job, but you will know how to position yourself for American companies that are hiring remotely. These are the list of companies they work with. Please visit their website if you're interested, and please subscribe if you're yet to. Happy birthday to 2 of my sisters. Hey, Auntie Lisa Upon, hey, happy birthday. Thank you so much for being who you are. You is amazing. I love you. And my cousin Tokunbo Lawa Obayanju turned 40. Yeah. Her birthday party in Dallas was loud. Happy birthday Tokunbo. Thank you so much for who you are. I love you. Wishing both of you an amazing new year, long life and prosperity. Subscribe if you're yet to, guys, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram and TikTok. Until next time, I'm gonna see you later. Peace out.